In this video, we are going to demonstrate on how you can use the Get Started project to perform analytics in Rosetta DBT Studio. So I don't have any projects yet. I can click the Get Started button, and this is going to clone the project from GitHub, configure a connection, and connect to a DuckDB, which is an example database to show the analytics in DBT Studio. So this is an empty DBT project. At the moment, it is connected to a DuckDB database, which is located locally. And in total, we have 4 tables: courses, enrollments, grades, and students. So let's go back to the project and start performing some analytics and transformations. Up here in the project section, we can start to generate some layers, DBT layers for our database. So we can start with a raw layer or the sources in DBT. Once we click this, we have to specify where we want our output path to be. By default, it is going to create all the DBT sources in a raw directory as part of the project. So I'll simply use the default one, click generate raw layer. What it does, in background, Rosetta just captures all the schema from the database where we are connected and generates for us the raw layer or all the DBT sources in this folder. The next thing is now we can continue and create the staging layer from our database. To do that, we can perform it automatically simply by going to project, click the staging layer. And in order to create the staging layer, we need to specify the sources that we want to use in order to create the staging layer. Since we already created the raw layer in the previous step, we can use all the files from the previous step to create the staging layer. So I'll simply click everything, so include all the DBT sources from the previous step, and the output is going to be created in a directory named staging. Click generate staging models. Wait for the process to finalize, and then as a result, we should see the staging directory created under the models as part of our project. So these now represent our DBT models, mainly the staging layer of our project. If we want to preview the data, we can simply go click model, preview the data, and everything is here. So now, similarly, we can go ahead and generate additional layers. So we can generate an incremental enhanced layer. In order to perform that, we are going to use the staging layer as an input. So all our DBT models, which are part of our staging layer, we can use as an input. And as a result, we're going to create additional DBT models in a directory named enhanced. So click generate incremental models. And now everything will be generated automatically and stored in the enhanced directory. As you can see now, these also do represent DBT models, but they represent the enhanced layer, and they are materialized, incremental, and we need to specify the unique key, the incremental column as part of every DBT model that we have here. We can do this manually simply by typing, or we can also ask help from AI in order to determine the unique key columns and incremental column for every DBT model that we have here. To do that, on every DBT model, we can simply go to the AI and click determine incremental and unique key columns. So this way, AI is going to support us and help us in the process of finding the unique key columns for this DBT model and the incremental columns. This is the output that the AI generated. If we like it, we can simply just apply the changes to the current file, or we can ask additional questions to apply additional modifications on the output that we got generated. So I'll simply use this because it makes sense, the course ID to be the unique key. I'll go ahead and perform the same process for the remaining models that I have in the enhanced layer. This also makes sense. I'll apply it. Do the same for the grade DBT model. I'll apply the changes and the students. Now, if all my models are ready, I can go ahead and do a DBT run. I can do a DBT run directly from the terminal here. I'll simply use all the built-in commands which are part of the Rosetta DBT Studio IDE. So I'll click DBT run. If all my models are correct, I don't have any issues, they should be running successfully. And as a result, I will see that it finished running 4 incremental models, 4 view models in around 33 seconds. To see the changes, I can go to my SQL editor, just do a refresh here, and I can see all my new tables and views created as a result of the DBT models that we generated automatically from the Rosetta DBT Studio. So we can go ahead and explore these tables. However, the most important part is the reason why we generated these layers was to be able to perform some analytics. So let's go ahead and generate a business model, which will be based on the enhanced models to perform some analytics on the course enrollments on the data that we already had in the DuckDB database. To do that, we go back to project, we click business layer, and right here we can write any prompt related to the business model that we want to generate. I'll keep it simple now, and I'll just ask for a business model, generate a business model to analyze course enrollments. That's all. The models that I want to use as an input to generate the business model, I'll use the enhanced model, and the output will be in the business directory of my DBT project. I'll simply click generate business models, and as a result, I should be able to see a business model created based on the requirements that I had. We can review it, apply any change if we want. Before running this, we can preview the data. And as we can see, this is going to be the output of our fact table or our business model, where we can perform analytics or build dashboards on top of it. So if everything is okay, we can go ahead and simply click run. As a result, we should see now a new table getting created. The name of the table will be course enrollment analysis, because this was the business model that we were interested in. The location of this DBT business model is right here. The name is course enrollment analysis.sql, and this is the complete fact table, which references the enhanced layer in order to construct it. If we want to perform analytics, build dashboards, we can simply use AI to support us here. We can click AI, generate analytics. Since we have the metadata of our table, we have all the DBT projects context, now we can easily generate SQL queries that allow us to perform various analytics as part of the project that we are building in. So all we have to do is we simply click, copy these queries, go ahead, run them in our SQL editor, and we should be able to get meaningful information out of this process.